Okay, last part of flirting. One of the most important here, if you ever want to seal the deal and get a girlfriend, kiss a girl, move into sexual attraction and things of that nature. One of the biggest things is you have to be honest with your intent. So here's a problem that here's the thing that guys do wrong when talking with women and hanging out with a girl that they're interested in. A lot of guys get scared to reveal the fact that they like her. They think like they have to make friends first, and then the girl is going to come to them and try to move, or the girl is going to kiss them or make a move. That's not usually how it works. Unless you're super, super attractive and you're putting all this stuff on, but then you're kind of being honest with your intent in the first place, so you're doing that already. But if you're just being friendly and polite to her, she isn't going to stop all of a sudden and be like, okay, well, we can stop being friendly and polite and let's have sex. That isn't going to happen. Although sometimes guys wish that they're waiting for the woman to make a move. She is not going to make the move, guys. You've got to make the move. You've got to be the one to take charge and show her that you're a man. Be confident, make the moves, and show her your intent. So let her know you're attracted to her right in the beginning by your actions, your body language. You're being cocky, playful, flirty. You're saying things like, you're making comments like if she spills a drink on you, or no, if she says, let me get you a drink, and you're like, hey, you're just trying to get me drunk so you can take advantage of me, aren't you? And then she's like, oh, no, I'm just trying to have a drink. All right, fine, yeah, because don't try any funny stuff, not at least until I say so. So you're letting her know that you are attracted right there. It's like you're being a challenge, but then you're saying you're attracted to her. Okay, rather than she spills a drink, or she asks you for a drink, and it's like, hey, you want to go for a drink? And you're like, oh yeah, definitely, I'd like to get a drink. Let's go hang out and talk. Don't worry, I'm not going to hit on you. Or something like that. And you're shutting yourself any opportunities by doing that stuff. I guarantee that you will just end up in the friend zone with that girl, or you will just become a friend if you don't show her that you have any interest in her like that. If you're just talking. It's not going to magically happen. And if you don't do it from the beginning, the longer you wait to show her you're interested in, it gets weirder and weirder and weirder and more awkward, right? Is there any girl you've ever been interested in and you've talked to her, you've hung out with her and been friends with her, and then you're like, oh, I really like this girl, I want her to be my girlfriend, and you couldn't figure out how? It's because it's probably too late. You didn't show your intent right off the bat. It's so weird because now you're friends with the girl and all of a sudden I know you're going to be like, hey, will you be my girlfriend? Or you're going to move in for a kiss. This is going to be like, the girl will be like, what the heck? I thought we were just friends. Wait, whoa, no. Where did this come from? I don't think you like that. I'm sure you could probably relate to what I'm talking about here, right? So you want to show that you're interested in her right away by flirting, being attractive, and what you say. Don't be afraid to say it. Like, don't be afraid to tell her how you feel. As long as you're doing it in a fun, cocky way that's not rude or arrogant, you're safe, okay? For example, you're hanging out with her at the bar, and other guys are, hitting on her and stuff like that. And she's like, oh, all these guys are hitting on me. All they want to do is have sex. You could be, the worst thing to be like, no, I don't want to have sex with you. There you go, they're shutting it off. That's being too nice, too friendly. You end up in the friend zone. So she's like, oh man, all these guys, they're flirting with, they're hitting on me, and all they want to do is have sex. You could be like, well, I can't blame them. You're looking pretty good tonight. But I tell you what, I'm going to make you buy me dinner first before we have sex. And then you mess with her. You don't do it serious because you'll sound like a total jerk if you say it in a serious way. Okay? Or, well, you know what? You're going to have to buy me a drink first before that happens. All right? Don't you try any funny stuff on me, though, because I'm not that type of guy. You can't get me easily. You're going to have to work for it. So you're telling her your intentions, but you're still being a challenge with that. You're letting her know. Now, let's say you're on a date with the girl. Things are going good. You are being attractive. You took the course here and you've learned all this stuff on what to say and what to do, right? And you've really turned the level up in the attraction, and you really want to kiss the girl. And there hasn't been a good time. It's been awkward. You haven't been able to get close to her and stuff like that. You could be like, you know something? You look really good. And I just, all night long, I've really wanted to kiss you. And you smile and you look at her and she'll be like, okay. And then you move right in. You go for it. You're being honest with your intentions. This is genuine. This is real. This is how you feel. She appreciates that. That's what she wants. She doesn't want the fakeness. Like, oh no, I don't want to kiss you. No. you're going to lose it there. She's going to see that you're not being genuine, and then you've now taken all that shot. Instantly, there goes the attraction level, boom, right down, and you're now put in the friend zone. You're now just considered a friend. Okay, so be genuine with your intent, and the more of a relationship you start to build with her, the more genuine you could be, and the more forward you could be. You could be like, oh man, I just want to take you right here on the spot. If you're with a girl and you've already kissed her and you've been, good, you'd be like, oh, you look so freaking hot in that. You don't want to say that to a girl right off the beginning. There's certain process to this. You gotta have the body language. You gotta build the attraction level up. But if you can tell there's that chemistry going on, and she's having fun, she's leaning into you, she is showing all these signals, then yeah, go for it. Go, say something like that. Be edgy. Show your intentions to her, because then she might just say yes. Another thing you can joke about is to be like, hey, do you want to? You're hanging out at a bar. You're like, hey, you want to go get some food, or if you want, we could just go have some crazy wild sex at my place. And you do it with a smile. You don't be all serious, but you do it with a smile. She's like, we can skip the food and go right to the sex. Or she won't say that. Women won't really be direct, but she'll be like, we can go hang out at your place if you want. That's it. You got the deal right there. And by being honest, you're saying it in a joking way, though, so it kind of gives you a chance to leave her off the hook. She's like, let's have the coffee first, Mr. Smoothie. She says something like that. Like, okay. And then, and then you have fun with her and you go do whatever, okay? But you're still being honest. She will appreciate it. No matter how many times you try, if you're doing it the right way, she appreciates it, okay? I want you to think of, like, if you were buying a car and the salesman asked you to buy the car. Let's say it's an awesome car, like a really nice car you really want. And I'm just going to pick like a BMW. A lot of guys like BMWs. You may hate BMWs. Just picture if it's pick some other car to relate to if that's the case. But, if they show you this BMW and you're like dying, you're like, oh man, I love this thing. You just don't want to buy it because of the price. That's really, you're worried about affording it. But you still want the car bad, right? So same thing. She wants you really bad, but she's just not sure, if you're crazy or you could be a serial killer. She wants to make sure she's safe with you, so she might not move so quickly. But still, just like that car, if you're interested and the salesperson's like, hey, should we go ahead and write up the paperwork? And you're like, well, I kind of want to test drive it a little bit more. Are you mad the guy asked you to buy? No, you appreciate it, right? And you're like, okay, well, let's go in it and let's see what happens. So that's what she's doing. If you're like, hey, you want to go get some food, or should we just go back to my place and have crazy, wild, amazing sex? And she's like, well, let's go for the coffee first. That means, yes, I like you, and I am giving you opportunity. I'm just not going to jump into it right away, but that's not a rejection there. She's still giving you a chance. She's like, you go for coffee, but the girl's like, she knows where you stand. You're not there as just a friend. You're there as someone who's attracted to her and you like her. And she likes that. That makes a woman feel feminine and attractive. She's like, wow, this guy finds me attractive. It's flattering to her. So that you're doing her a favor by doing this stuff. You're appreciating it. Women enjoy it and they like it. Okay? So that's the last tip I can give you as far as being attractive. That's going to pretty much sum it up for this course. And in the next 4 sections, we're going to go over some really high-level stuff next. And the next course we have is how the female brain works. So we're going to take this to another level. You've gotten some basic skills. Now we're going to go to a little bit more advanced topics in the next one. So, okay, guys, I'll see you in the next section. Please, before you go to the next section, use some of the exercises that I've taught in this first section and go out and practice those, because if you don't, you may not be caught up in the next section. And, what's the point of taking this course if you're not going to apply the stuff? Knowledge without application is useless. You gotta go apply it. You gotta do it. You gotta take chances. Get tough. Go out there and do it. I know you can. All right. I'll see you in the next section.